Well, it's the spring equinox and I'm out on my March wild camp. Excuse me. I'm at Tilberthwaite. It's very misty, damp, horrible. And I woke up onto the Tilberthwaite fells. We camp in a little spot I found a couple of weeks ago when I was walking up here. Not particularly high up, but it's out of the way a little bit. There's a water source. I'm looking forward to it. This is an entrance to one of the old mines or quarries where they used to dig up the slate. I'm not going to go inside. I've been in there before. Just ahead of us, where the path goes up, is a spoil heaps. All the stone and slate that they didn't want. Just left them lying around. Yeah, a bit like fly tipping today, really. You just throw it on the bloody ground and leave it. Yeah. And one thing for certain, I'm not cleaning that lot up. The tent set up, 7:30 at night. The dog's snoring away. Wrapped up in my down jacket. She's got her nice warm coat on and American Airlines overnight blanket. So she's nice and warm. I've actually just managed to get YouTube on my phone. I watched a YouTube video, but the signal's so hit and miss. Watched the full video without any trouble. Switched on to the next video and it said no signal, no internet connection. Comes and goes like the wind. I'm on the 3 network. It's never proved to be very much of it. It's never proved to be very good up in the lakes. It's alright at home. I might have a bit of a change. I've got a new phone, so I might have a change of provider as well while I'm at it. Give something else a go. Such a lot of good deals around now. See how we get on. Quite windy. The tent's blowing around like a ghost train as usual. The light's swinging from its safety pin. You might need some new batteries in that. I haven't brought any cooking gear with me tonight. Can't be bothered in winter, so much bloody messing. So I've just brought some sandwiches. I've brought some cold coffee and some donuts. That'll do me for tonight. I've got some wine as well. So have a glass of wine. This is my 12th successive month camping. And it's been an exciting 12 months, I can tell you. I've only seen one other person camping in all that time, so I've chosen my sites quite well. I don't want to be where there's a lot of people. My tent's held up. My sleeping mat hasn't sprung a leak. My inflatable pillow hasn't sprung a leak. The tent did get wet in February when I camped on top of all that snow. I think it came up through the ground sheet. I'm not too sure about that, but apart from that, it's never blown down, never let rain in. One or two bits have fallen off. Managed to sew them back on using all kinds of things. I even used some fishing line where I thought it would be a bit stronger. So by the time tomorrow comes, I'll have done my 12 months. I do enjoy it when I'm in the tent. I don't enjoy walking up the hills with carrying my weight, and I'm getting to be such a bloody weakling these days. Find it hard work. Once I get where I'm going, I'm alright. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Managed to survive it. I bought very little gear. Some people have got rooms full of gear. I don't know, some people have got like half a dozen tents. I don't really know why, but they probably just can't resist. Can't resist. Marketing is a very, very strong. Marketing can be very, very strongly influential. I was in the supermarket the other day, and somehow the marketeers, the marketing men, have managed to get a bottle of water to be more expensive than a bottle of milk. Now how can that be? How can that be? You can buy 2 litres of milk for £1.20 and 500 millilitres of water that comes out of a bloody tap. It's £2.40 for the same quantity. That's how powerful marketing men are. Just imagine how much money they're making. Coca-Cola with the smart water. What a nonsense. Water. Can't be anything else. You come out with all this nonsense, oh it's triple distilled and it only comes out of a tiny little stream 3/4 of the way up Everest. Load of rubbish. Comes out of bloody tap down back at brewery. That's where that bloody water comes from. Anyway, that's what marketing does for you. I don't think I make a right good marketeer. I don't know, I don't watch much telly. I guess they must advertise it on television. People get a bit influenced by what they see on TV. Well, they do get influenced by it, because when you go to America, you walk into a supermarket and there'll be a big, fancy, brightly coloured display with some really crappy product on it, and there'll be a big sign saying "as seen on TV," as if that sort of gives it some, some credibility, some weight. It's just marketing, isn't it? People fall for it, I guess. And you can always tell. You always tell. Sometimes you put your computer on in the morning, you go onto eBay and you look at what look at the items that you're watching, and you think to yourself, what the hell was I thinking last night? I'm not interested in that. Why have I put that on my watch list? Just, you've had a couple of glasses of wine, you just get carried away with yourself. Invariably the stuff you buy on eBay is rubbish. Not what you expected. So, we all do it, don't we? We all do it. Right, well, I'm going to have a glass of wine now, I think. I'll see you in a bit. Well, good morning. Good morning, Millie. Did you have a good sleep? It's light outside. I was woken up by the birds singing. Fancy they may be skylarks, but I'm not really sure. Got a bit windy in the night, and it did do a little bit of raining, but in general it wasn't a bad night. The tent was flapping around, but well, they always do, don't they, tents? They always do. I'm not really in any rush to get up. Oh dear. It's a very, very comfortable. Oh, no. It's a very comfortable sleeping arrangement, this. Very comfortable indeed. No complaints. Emily. Once the sun comes up, really. Once it gets light outside, the only thing you can do is pull your hat down over your face like that, and that makes it dark again. So I think I'll do that for another half an hour. See you later. The view from the tent flap this morning. Let's have a look. You can just hear the skylarks. The wind's changed direction completely. It's coming from the west last night. Now it's coming from the east. The beast from the east. Very good. On the way back to the car now. On the way back to the car now. The sun's just coming up over Tilberthwaite Fell. I'm going to try and take some more photographs further down. If this mist still clear, it would be lovely day. This is one of the old slate quarries. People worked from dawn till dusk, mining the quarry in the slate. The slate that they use on the roofs. Westmoreland slate it used to be called. Green by nature. I don't think they use dynamite, I think they just use the bare hands and picks, shovels, crowbars. Deserted now. The remains of an old tram line there. Must have used one of those trucks for getting it out of here. I left it nice and tidy, so it's not too bad.